Is the brake on your new pedal set not meeting your expectations? If so, let D-Nut Stuff transform your braking experience. D-Nut Stuff has brake mods for Thrustmaster TLCMs, Husingveld Sprints, Mosa SRPs, Fanatec CSL Elite V1 and V2s, Simjack Pros, and UT sets. We are always working on adding new pedal sets and more, so check back often.
Rennsport, high-performance sim racing equipment. Whether you're just looking to have fun, train for race day, or become a serious esports competitor, Rennsport has you covered. Hundreds of name-brand parts. Support from experts that love sim racing. Trusted by the pros. There's only one place to go, Rennsport.com.
Does your feet hurt after a session of sim racing? Are you tired of the distraction from sore heels? If so, D-Nut Stuff has the solution for you. Our heel pads add support and comfort for your feet, so those long races are no longer painful. We can make a heel pad for pretty much any pedal set and even add your custom logo. So get one today. You won't regret it.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Pit Stop, the only show with two people hosting a live news. Wait, where's Ameer? Ameer's not even here. oh, I might be flying solo, or at least we're starting a solo. Maybe Ameer will show up in time for the end of the show. Otherwise, we're just going to have to rock it solo. How are you all doing? Happy Friday. I hope you all are having a great time in your real world, the sim racing world, and all those good things out there. So, there's no avoiding one thing, so I'm just going to kind of go real quickly. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, last week we didn't have a pit stop. Last week on Thursday, I actually went to GDC, the Game Developers Conference, double audio. Really? Double audio? Did that cure it? I don't know why you'd be getting double audio. We'll see if that fixed it. That's the only thing I can think of. But anyone else getting double audio? Anyway, last Thursday, I went to Game Developers Conference to check out the new motion platform from Moza Racing. Some other things. Hey, Christian, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Sounds good? Okay, thank you. Thank you. You just refreshed and it fixed it. Okay, it was probably... Okay. Anyway, last Thursday. I'm going to be a mess, I can tell already. Last Thursday, I went to Game Developers Conference to check out Moza Racing. They had their motion platform, their AI coaching, their AI adaptation. I have a video that's going to be coming out. We actually can premiere it right after this show if you guys want, of what I did get when I was at Game Developers Conference. But everything went really wrong. So I got to Game Developers Conference. I literally was walking in the door, and I got a call from my brother. Some concerning news about our dog, and he said, hey, do your thing, I'll keep you informed. I walked around, found Moza, just started to get set up to start filming, and literally gotten a couple of clips taken or shot, and I got another call from my brother saying I need to get home immediately. So I literally had to pack up and leave. I had been there in their booth for maybe 20 minutes, and I had to get out of there and race home. And then, one of the most devastating things that's ever happened to me in my life. Our dog was in really bad shape. We had to take him to the vet, and we had to make the decision to let him go. And all I'm going to say on that is I was unable to do the pit stop on Friday morning. I had one of my best friends come into town Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it distracted me enough to put off that immediate pain zone of time. But it was actually kind of pushing it off too. But it was great. I'm really glad and lucky that my buddy Jim, my moto buddy, was able to come up and hang out with me and Greg. Alright. So the moral of the story is rally Thursday, racing on Sunday. To be honest with you, this is the first time I've been really hanging out in this room. I'm going to have to move on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry. I wasn't going to do this at all. I've not been able to hang out in this room. That's that. So here I am. Today is me getting back to I'm getting things back in order. I haven't driven in a week. Haven't wanted to. This is the room we spent all of our time together. No, I'm going to be okay. I wanted to get it out, Fox. You guys are my friends. You're my family. It's why I've been away for a full week. Basically gone. And I needed moments like these to fully absorb it. Thank you, Christian. So as you can see, I'm devastated. We're supposed to race on Sunday. I haven't turned a lap. I want to race. Racing means a lot. But I'm having trouble coming in here. Of all the things. Alright. Alright. Give me 2 seconds. That's it. I love him. I miss him. And we had a great time. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. These are uncomfortable things for people. I don't mean to dump. There was just no way I was going to get through this without going through that. So I'm sorry. But again, friends, family, you guys mean the world to me. And I've gotten some really good support in our Discord from you all. And thank you. Thank you. Okay. Can we go to the news now? Can we? Alright. It's a good thing Ameer wasn't here. Alright. Last week we didn't have a pit stop. Last week I had my Simagic Alpha Evo Ultra review come out. You know, when I did the review, I'm going to be honest on this too. When you're doing a review, and forgive me, forgive the emotional switch that I'm trying to do right now. It's part of it too, I think. When I did the review, the whole time I'm doing the review, I'm thinking, is this like placebo? And it's not that it was that much better than the Pro model. The Pro model has almost all the same features, just a smaller Newton meter base, right? But what was marveling me was how this much larger, much stronger base didn't feel like it was taking any more energy to turn. Simagic has built an amazing set with this new Alpha Evo. There's a noticeable difference between the Evos and the previous gen, for sure. So this was a review that when I put out, I was like, wow, I'm really glowing over this thing. I'm really enjoying its features. Their presets were some of the best presets I've ever been given, and it had it for almost every sim. In iRacing, I wasn't getting massive oscillations, just a hint of oscillation. If I was really going fast and I let go of the wheel on a straight, it would start to do a little tiny bounce, but not go run away for a while. But that also meant that I was getting a lot of information out of the sim. So it's that cross point. How much madness do you want out of the wheel when you let go versus road noise and just feeling every bit of detail? Just nailed that balance. Really love this wheelbase. Yeah, it has a really light spinning mass, so it drives like an R9, like a 9 or 12 Newton meter in terms of what's turning. And it makes it so quick reaction time. And so what normally would be some of my arguments against a super strong base have really been minimized with this one, which means that you can have a wheelbase with a ton of overhead. And there are times where, just for fun, maybe you're going to crank things up, or you want to have an extreme amount of overhead to know you're never getting clipping. It just, anyway, so here's what I'm getting at with my review. I put out this review right on the embargo timeline, and I'm glowing over it, and I'm like, wow, am I like just like tripping? Did I drink the Kool-Aid? Anyway, over the next week, I saw a bunch of other videos come out, and basically everybody was glowing over this. I didn't see anybody really hating on it, which just reassured all my feelings and, you know, everything that I had to say about it. So really, really impressive, and I'm really happy with. So I'm going to go a little out of order, but keep it actually maybe in more order. So just yesterday, Simagic also just announced their Simagic P700 pedals. And there's a look at them. These are the new entry-level pedals. And I gotta tell you, they did some brilliant things with this set here. And it's that typical, do we have a name for when you take a piece of stamped steel and then fold it into like a U shape or a box shape, and that's a pedal arm, and do the same thing for the tray, and then put a hinge point for the two, right? Is there a word for when you box in a piece of stamped steel? Because we've got a lot of pedals that follow that pattern. It looks like a Husingfeld type sandwich, is what I call it, when you have two rigid plates and the bars between them, right? You know, that's one type of design that's really, really structurally strong. And then sort of the not quite as strong, less expensive to manufacture, but looks cool, is this stamped plate version that I need to dub a name. I should name it something like the Deathmobile. You know, we coined the phrase Deathmobile. It's stuck. Maybe I need to come up with the right name for contraption. Yeah, it's definitely a contraption. Yeah, well, and so it's fair, Joa, the Fanatic clones, but Moza does a version like this, and I've seen a few others as well. So this is not a unique design. But with that said, what they did is they created a really cool pedal set for $189. $189 gets you a 2-pedal set with a load cell, with a variety of elastomers and springs to change out to create your own tension. So when I think of how much pedal that is for $189, that's pretty good. They also make it so that you can get a 30-pedal set, $209, or I think it's $49 if you just add the clutch later. It's $209, so it's way cheaper to buy it immediately, but you can still add it later. And then they have the haptic kit, which is like $39 per puck, plus $25 on sale power supply. So anyway, here's what I'm getting at. I think it's like $251. If you were to buy like the 2-pedal set with the shaker for the brake pedal and the power supply, I think that put you at like $251 or $253. And I'm like, that is a lot of pedal set for $253. I mean, the haptics aren't as strong as the originals. They're like shakers versus moving pucks. But the effect is there. And doing it on just one, I think it's a brilliant starter set. So I applaud them. And I'm speaking from experience. They are sitting right there. I need to film. The whole review is done. I filmed all the B-roll. I've written the entire script, and then I just didn't film it, and then everything happened, and I've just, again, not been doing anything since. So anyway, here, I think I have more shots. So here, we'll get a bigger shot. Oh, Tweet Town. That's the Tweet Town article on it. And then here, let's see here. Here's their installation tutorial. Okay. Some of the features I can tell you, they do have adjustable pedal faces, up and down, spacing. You've got tilting, like those rounded style, which is what the Fanatic do on that same pedal. But I like it because it works. I found they are light enough to run in socks if you had them set up that way, and strong enough to need shoes if you had them set up that way. Which, hey, again, that's a starter set that you could probably rock for life if you just were on a limited budget, or, you know, priorities, you know. We have family, we have other obligations. So anyway, yeah, great job. Their thing. So full range adaptive sensing tech. From what I could tell, You know when you're doing your pedal calibrations, you see the linear, where it's just diagonal line, or the curve, or the other curve, or the S curve, and that's sort of like creating an algorithm to change your motion. So if you happen to be heavy-footed and really slam down the gas, maybe you'd put that curve like that so it would slow down the reaction of the game to your input. I believe that whole full range adaptive sensing tech is like taking those curves and then having a little AI help, making sure that it's working super duper efficiently and maximum. So anyway, I was really impressed. Grippy silicone heel plate. Look at this picture again. Open. Wait. It won't let me. Oh, they're on some flashy thing. Shoot. So it had this. No, everything's switching. 67 images. That's crazy. Open image in new tab. There we go. This silicone heel plate is really cool. If it was rubber, it would be very sticky, and your heel would want to get caught up a little bit and bind. If it's just hard metal, which a lot of them are, if you drive in socks, your heels will go numb over a couple hours of driving. I have put padding on pedal sets before. The other thing is if you're in socks, it's super slippery. So everybody has their own driving style. Mine is that my throttle pedal, my right foot, the heel stays on the ground. And I articulate my ankle and move the throttle. I do notice that on my brake pedal that I lift the heel off the ground when I press. And therefore, if it's too sticky, it doesn't want to come off. That silicone pad was brilliant. Silicone is just slippery enough to not bind, and at the same time, cushioning enough that you don't go numb. It actually worked out really great. On hope. Oh, karaoke, thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. So yeah, I was impressed with these. Let's get our zoom back in order and move on with where we were. Okay, another big story this week is right here. Logitech. Crafted for engagement and reliability, the RS8 shifter is designed to deliver confident gear changes lap after lap. Here, I meant to click this. And here we go, 159. This is the new shifter from Logitech. Wait, but where's the other one? There's another one. Hold on. But wait, there's more. Here, we have a little video. Take a swig. So yeah, Logitech making more moves. Now wait, didn't they have... I saw a different version of this. Yeah, but hold on, there's more to this. I'm missing something here. Hold on, forgive me. I am a little out of sorts still, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I saw a second shifter. Is my brain not working? Could someone send me a link on Discord to the other shifter if I'm correct, and if I don't see one, I'm gonna assume I'm wrong. All right, I'm going to get going with iRacing. If somebody has any more information on that Logitech shifter and wants to help out, I appreciate it. Forgive me. All right, so iRacing in the latest build, there's some new stuff in it. It happened, week 13 was last week. What's your thoughts on week 13? Let's see here. Let's see, just put 5, the number 5 in the chat if you love it. And put a number 9 in the chat if you hate it. I hate week 13. Every time week 13 comes, it kind of hits me out of like surprise. I'm like not conscious of the iRacing season format so much. And so every time week 13 happens, inevitably I'll go to be driving something, testing something, filming something, and iRacing is basically like running these funky combinations. Week 13 is the only week you like. Is that right? We'll see, and that's the thing. I think some people are going to really love it, and some people are going to not like it. So, you're in the middle. Great answer, Baba. Great answer with the 7 there. So, anyway, the other part of week 13 is new content, or updated content, updates to the sim, and all of that. So, we saw a pretty substantial update from iRacing this week. So we had Barber Motorsport completely ground up rebuild. We've got several classes getting big physics adjustments, setup improvements, quality of life overhauls. That all went on. The only good thing about week 13 is if you get a break from iRacing. I guess that's true. We all need that. I mean, in our seasons, in our league racing, for example, you want to have a break between seasons so that you can catch your breath, get some personal things done, do some other racing of some sorts, and then at the same time you don't want it to be too long. So I think that's fair. Good assessment. You also have drop weeks. Joa, thank you, buddy. I'm copy link. Thank you, Joa. I'm lucky you subbed again. Oh, yeah, here it is. The handbrake. That's what I saw. It's this little handbrake guy. So the RS shifter and handbrake. 2-in-1 sequential shifter and handbrake with easy mode switching. No tools required. So, yeah, 2 new. Who called it the... who called it the TS8? Sorry. The Thrustmaster TRS-8. My brain is so not prepared. Not prepared. Alright, let's see. What else did we get? We already talked about the physics updates. The new Ram. The new Dodge Ram truck. Thanks again, Joa, by the way. I appreciate it. I knew. You also, not just because I got to show it, because I now know I wasn't losing my mind. The Ram NASCAR truck will be arriving in the Season 2 update. And let's see. And what else here? New content, including the Audi RS3 LMS Gen 2 TCR, the front-wheel drive. And it can be a handbrake or... You enjoy the carnage of week 13. Fair. Well, yeah, everything's off the record, right? They could both be a handbrake. All right. Whoa, we got that. What else? Langley Speedway, Lanier National Speedway, and USA International all got significant artwork overhauls with the update. All right. What else? What else? What are you racing? I think we have some numbers. Yeah, here we go. iRacing had over 10 million driver entries across 734,000 events in Season 1 of 2026. Did you manage to win any of your races this season? I did not. 38,000 unranked races, 534,000 ranked races, 161,000 hosted events, 734,000 total. Do those numbers add up? Yes, they do. 287,000 unique drivers, 10 million total drivers, 407 million miles completed, almost 4 million hours of iRacing going on. That's pretty impressive, I think. Okay. I think I might have done that trying to get Ameer's audio right. What I should probably do is... Oh! Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hello?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Ameer. You know, we're live.
Are we?
We're live.
What do you mean we're live?
What do you mean we're live? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, we're on the pit stop.
What? When did that happen?
It started at 8. Daylight savings.
Oh, yeah, time change. Oh, man.
Wait, when do you guys... I thought you guys changed this week or last week.
We changed this weekend.
This coming weekend.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're live, so I don't know if you want to be in on the show or not.
Well, I guess. Yeah, let me get everything set up.
All right. There's Ameer, everyone. Yep. It was like this year was it was like almost a month, but 3 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
Between. So, all right, Ameer's coming in. I'm gonna move on and keep things going. iRacing Arcade. They had a patch 1.0.8. 1 goes live today. That was last week, really. AI improvements, career updates, and UI tweaks. More content coming soon. And we have a sighting of one of the first new pieces of content. Look, it's a little arcade caterum. Look at that. I think that's pretty cool looking little car.
That is pretty sweet looking.
John, no, Ameer's just getting home from work.
Yep. Hold up. I'm getting set up. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. No hurry. Take your time, man. You didn't expect... You could even go away and come back, Ameer.
What?
Yeah, hey, I'm just giving you freedom, man. That's all. All right, let's see. Assetto Corsa. Some really good news coming from Assetto Corsa Rally specifically. Number one, the iconic Peugeot and Subarus are set to join Assetto Corsa Rally in a future update. Oh, I gotta mute. I'm hearing you from me. I'm hearing me from you.
There we go. I'm good.
There it is.
I had to mute my video ninja.
There's Ameer. Hey,
Hi.
Ameer. How are you?
Hey, buddy. I'm good, man.
All right.
Woo.
You missed the sob story beginning of the show, which I'm not going to dwell on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say...
I mean, you and me had a long chat about it. You know, we're good, man.
Yeah. So, let's see. What else? Beyond that, where is it? Hold on. This is from Overtake, and I'm going to go to their article here. Native VR support is a top priority for Assetto Corsa Rally. Meanwhile, modding will come. What? Meanwhile, modding will come, but don't expect it before version 1.0. So Supernova Studios outlines what is coming and why it matters, with the big thing is being the emphasis on VR. So right now, I think there's a third-party app that you can use to make VR happen, but it's not the best, and it isn't native. And what we're talking about is native, proper VR support, and it's something that is on part of their early access, late early access, but something they're very, very set on doing. So, yeah, really cool stuff coming from Assetto Corsa Rally. And I'm going to, you know what? I like to trash companies when it deserves trashing, and I like to praise and applaud companies when it deserves that. My hat's off to Assetto Corsa Rally team. The frequency of content and updates are really exceeding what I thought was going to happen. They came out light, and I hit them hard for that. And I even kind of delayed wanting to look deeper into it. I played it, we did something with it, but I really was waiting on content. And now I just feel like, hey, they're constantly coming out with new stuff. The game gets deeper by the day. If you tried it on day one and haven't tried it since, guilty as charged. You got to get back in. It's more than enough has gone on. And looking how seriously they're looking at the future, I'm super duper optimistic. So anyway, have you been back in it?
I agree. No, I haven't had a chance to get back into it, but no, man, I was the same way too. I remember, yeah, when they first announced what was going to be out at, during their early release, like, man, there's not really much out there, and now they're talking about laser scan tracks, like, oh man, like, it's gonna take a long time for them to go out, laser scan the tracks, take the photos, and go back and remodel everything and put everything in, man. But yeah, they've been pushing out these updates a lot quicker than I thought they would have.
Yeah.
My only complaint, I think this is my biggest complaint, probably like a lot of people's complaint, is they really need to get after the feeling of the sense of speed when you're in the rally car driving. Like, you don't know how fast the car is going when you're driving. Like, I think that should be one of their top priorities, is to get after that.
Yeah. That was my
'Cause yeah,
initial.
are you going 50 clicks? Are you going 120 clicks? Nobody knows. You just don't get that sense of speed. So once they can get after that, like, I think, AC Rally would be in a really good place. And then, soon, I hope sooner than later, they would tackle the multiplayer aspect. That way, people can do leagues, competitions, things like that, instead of just kind of being a single player game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Double Dragon. Chuck Norris passed away. Wouter did the classic. If you're into Chuck Norris lore, you couldn't escape this over the last 20 years. But like, there were so many quotes of like how badass Chuck Norris was, and like
Chuck
how.
Norris didn't die, man.
What's that?
Chuck Norris didn't die. He just kicked the world so hard he sent it to a different plane.
Exactly. Touche. So, oh no, it is really too bad though. And anyway, he gave about 20 of those, which I thought was pretty badass. Anyway, yeah. What else? Le Mans Ultimate. Small hot fix is now live, fixing the Sebring pit lane. It's Sebring. Everybody's talking Sebring. So yeah. Le Mans Ultimate patch to address that in preparation of their 4 hours of Sebring special event, which starts now. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this time they're actually not doing it during the same time as iRacing's Sebring event. I wonder what changed.
That's smart.
I know.
Somebody tapped them on the shoulder and said, "Hey, you know what?
Right.
Maybe Formula One and IndyCar shouldn't run their big races on the same weekend."
I mean, they happen at separate times. Why not watch both?
Yeah, if all goes well.
Right.
Rennsport put out their roadmap, a little update. Part of it was telling you that things are going to be a little delayed. So the Endurance Classics Part 1 DLC and free content update, originally scheduled for March, will now arrive in April. So there you go. For you Rennsport fans.
Before you move on, can you check and make sure that the text is correct?
The what? Oh. Race room.
I want to make sure we're they're everything they're talking about. Oh no, that wasn't Rennsport.
That was PMR.
That was PMR.
Yeah. But it was still funny. Ren and Stimpy who? Ren and Stimpy Sport who? Let's see, race room. Can you identify the car and track in this image? No.
It's left-hand car or no right-hand? Or I can't tell from the picture.
It's a right-hand drive, I think.
No,
it's left.
No,
it's left.
It's left. Okay.
I
don't know.
I mean, it's got like an e-stop. Anyway, there you go. HUD improvements coming. So this is their promo for their Q1 2026 update. March 18th is when it came out, so I'm a little delayed, but we haven't talked about it at all. And new free car. Any guesses? Alpine. It's the Alpine.
Ooh,
it says it right on it. It's not like I wouldn't have been able to pick it out of a lineup for sure, but it says Alpine on it, so I'm gonna go with that. Guess what?
Are they using a Mercedes engine or an Alpine engine?
Well, I don't know. That's gonna have to be revealed. That'll be part of the final reveal.
It's an F1 joke. I know you're not that big of an F1 guy.
And here, guess the track. What is that? Silverstone?
They have Silverstone. No, that's not Silverstone.
Well, it says update. Oh no, it's for the update. Yeah, no, that's the new track. Yeah. What is this? So it's got like a red, white, and blue branding, which leads me to believe Great Britain. Got hangar-looking structures. I don't know. But hasn't it come out? So don't we know? Hangers. I'm playing dumb. I'm not playing dumb. I haven't looked forward. Spa?
Joe should know. Joe and Callum should know.
New tracks are coming. Adria. But that looks... And then there's Spa, fully rebuilt and back in its modern form. I think this is Adria? Anyone know Adria? I don't know. I've never even heard of Adria. Anyone?
No.
Yeah.
But you did miss the post where Race Room is going to be the first to get that new Lamborghini GT3 car.
Oh, this one. Oh, and that's part of... They're adding a 4 new GT3 cars, this being one of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Here, we'll go to
Race Room's going to be the first one to get that new Lambo.
That's a nice looking car. So here's the Aston Martin, the Ford Mustang, and the Porsche. The sluts of GT3. I guess it's so like GT3 is so because GT3 has become one of the most dominant things in all of motorsport, it seems. But it's like these are the ones that every single game is running to.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, for the most part, it's probably the most, like, globally, and I gotta talk about it in terms of globally. GT3 is probably the most accessible motorsport racing in the world at the moment. Like, tickets are super cheap. A lot of it's ran by privateers and, not really manufactured. It's not a manufacturer's cup, kind of like how Formula One is nowadays. I mean, every time I go to the events, like GT3 events, man, they're always packed with people. And like, it feels a lot more intimate than other race series that are out there. So I can understand the appeal of GT3s.
Well, here's what I'll say about it. GT3 is awesome, and the reason for it is, the old saying, what wins on Sunday sells on Monday.
Yep.
Well, I don't care what sticker they put on the hood of anything in NASCAR. Right. It just doesn't matter. I've never seen a 2-door Camry in my entire life. It was called the Solara or something. If you were gonna stretch, it wasn't a Camry. Anyway, but yeah, the whole thing is NASCAR is gone. Obviously, anything open wheel does not I could care less if a Ferrari has a Ferrari. That's not a Ferrari. That's a works Ferrari. Yeah. And not that this 911 is the 911 you'd buy on the showroom floor, per se. But all of the cars, again, looking even at the Mustang and the Aston Martin or the Lamborghini, it's like, well, this is showroom-ish racing. So, if you are a fan of a particular car, it might actually change who you're rooting for. And who wins on Sunday could actually still transfer into what sells on Monday. You could be like, I'm a giant Lamborghini fan, and I'm finally going to go buy one. But you know what? They're only 5th in the championship, No, I don't know, man. So, I don't know where they are in the championship, by the way. That was all made up.
Right.
And, except for the part where I'm going out to buy one of these cars. That part wasn't made up, right?
Right.
And it's good because they actually race. It's like you can still, kind of put a fender on someone. You can run them too wide. It's cutthroat. Fierce competition. I love it. It's good. I wish it was aired more here in the States than it is.
I mean, it's kind of like, people tend to gravitate, and I mean this more kind of like on an emotional level too. People tend to gravitate to things that are more accessible to them, or the illusion that something's very accessible. Like, you could, you see a Porsche 911 racing out there, but then you could see it, driving down the road, or you could drive past a Porsche dealership and you see a 911. Or, like a couple years down the road, like, you've got a good job, you've got everything going for you. I can go buy a Porsche. Whereas like F1, like who in the world is really going to be driving an F1 car? Like, you've got to either be an F1 driver or some freaking ugly, disgusting ultra billionaire that can afford to go buy these cars and have a team that can get the car prepped for you and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Even on the vintage, it takes a whole team just to fire up anything built.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything in modern times.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, that's awesome for Race Room. Gran Turismo showing off some of the new cars in their coming update, their March update. The Mazda AutoZam RX-7 Type R, the Renault Captur S Edition TCE 140, and the 1969 Chevy Camaro Race Mod will be newly added. So, cool.
Yeah.
March 26th is when that's coming out.
How many RX-7s do they have now in Gran Turismo 7?
What was the last count? Was it 38?
23? Oh, 38. Okay, we're up to 38 now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and even with the 69 Camaros, it seems like a unique unicorn. Yeah, well, no, I think that's like the 7th Camaro Z28, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Forza Horizon. I didn't really look into this, but I know that like they made some big announcements. Again, I was having trouble this morning, so
part of the way that we design Horizon.
Lots of stuff with the Japanese setting, and they're talking about cars, they're talking about lighting, they're talking about a bunch of effects that they're including in the game and how seriously they're taking it. And it's kind of weird. It's almost like, am I wrong about this? But it's like, is Horizon like now getting more love than regular Forza Motorsport?
I mean, yeah, but I kind of look at it differently. Like, Forza Horizon has always kind of been a loved series because it's never been. It's not so much that it's grounded in reality. It was always just more of a fun game to pick up. You could go out, do events, you could do certain, things that you would never be able to do in real life, or in a sim. So like, kind of like, yeah. Whereas Motorsport was built, it's a true, accurate sim game built from the ground up. And it turned it like, it was built from the bathroom up. So...
this is the weirdest little promo. I went through these 4 because, it says every season brings something new to discover. Which one are you most excited to explore? And I was like, I'm excited. Let's look at the 4 photos. I swear, other than the captions, I think it was the exact same 4 photos. Like, there was I was expecting to see, spring, summer, fall, and winter, It didn't work out that way.
Too many people are relying on AI now, man, for image generation and stuff.
They're the fireflies of summer. Right. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Those are the lanterns during the Sky Lantern Festival, because Japanese setting. Oh, looks pretty cool. That looks super real right there, by the way. We're looking at a shot. A fiery hatchback blazes through the Horizon Festival for the first time. Enjoy the thrill of 2023 Honda Civic Type R, one of 62 Honda Civic types in Forza Horizon 6. No, that looks great. And that is a badass little Honda. Isn't that thing? I think that car right there, if I'm not mistaken, puts out over 300 horsepower.
Oh, yeah. It was the fastest hatch at the Nürburgring for a while. I don't know if it still is, but it was the fastest hatchback.
That is pretty bad, because that's just a 4-cylinder. Yeah. It's not like they put some giant engine. They just put a giant turbo.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, 4-cylinder turbo. Yeah.
Over 300 horsepower, though.
Mm-hmm.
My Eclipse made 220, and I thought it was the king of the fours. That was old though. That was 90. All right, the guys at BeamNG, they came up with this.
What?
Get ready to draw conclusions. Oh, I clicked it and I shouldn't have. Here we go. There it is. All right, but then wait, there's more. And then they got this one, mesmerizing. Anyway, BeamNG doing the BeamNG thing. The Civic beating up NSX is just sad. Well, sad for the NSX, but not sad for the Honda.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of look at it though, like the Civic is kind of it is the flagship sports vehicle that Honda's always done, whereas I think the NSX was more of like, hey, here's what we can do for the future, not necessarily want to make it a great sports car, but more of like, hey, here's what we can do.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Kind of like when, what was it? When BMW came out with the i8.
Right.
At the time. Like, people was like, oh my God, this car is gorgeous. They showed off all this tech, and all it was a 3-cylinder turbo with a battery attached to it. I mean, it was a quick car. I mean, it was almost as quick as an M3, but it was just more of BMW showing like, hey, here's what here's what we're capable of.
Here's our iRobot car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Literally.
What I'm sad about is the prelude. That thing, I don't want to even get into that one. That one just looks ugh.
Yeah, but you know what? I've thought about the Prelude. My guess is, okay, cool. That's the launch version, whatever. Yeah. But when it gets like the same treatment the Type R Civic got, which like, I mean, that thing got like a whole body kit, and it's like when those go by. Yeah. I mean, when I first saw one of these, that particular Honda Civic, by the way, yeah, I was like, holy cow, So, all right. What else? Here's Moza. Simulation has reached a new level. They're at booth 1055. I kind of touched upon this at the beginning of the show.
You were there.
I was there very briefly.
You were there.
I was there very briefly. I have a video that I'm as soon as this show's over, I'm gonna hit live on the it's very brief. You guys again at the beginning of the show know. But yeah. Their motion system is 6.25 inches of travel, 300 millisecond speed. I mean, it's super duper fast. No idea the pricing. It's not going to be available till the end of the year, which shocked me because looking at it, I'm like, that looks ready to throw in a box and go. Yeah. They have AI adaptive stuff going on, and I'm not sure what the final versions of all this stuff's going to be. You have two versions. Right. You have one, which I wish I had good footage of, but I don't because I was only there for a minute. They're creating motion out of games that don't have motion. So, like, for example, I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and I couldn't get in a car because the controller wasn't working at the time, and I was on short notice. But I watched someone else doing it, and it's like he was in the helicopter, and it was banking with the helicopter. So, like, their AI is taking combination of what visually it's seeing happening, sounds that it's tuned into, and I think controller input to then create motion for games that do not have motion, which is really kind of cool. And then the other thing is their AI coaching, which has like built-in overlays and tracking, so you can see what you're doing versus somebody else's hot lap, right? Live data. But beyond that, from what I understand, I didn't get to try this out, it will actually control the wheel for you. So, like, it will show you what they're doing with the wheel. Which is really crazy. You know, like you could download a top driver's lap time and go compete against it, and also go literally feel the amount of input and the timing of the input for turn in, which is
Makes
insane.
you wonder. I wonder how many people are going to try to use that for official racing or league racing.
I don't know if it will work in that. I don't know. I have no idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what's to stop somebody from uploading, like, you know, because there's all these other coaching tools that are out there where you can download O laps, B laps, you know, and train yourself against, you know, the expert or the coach's laps. What's to stop people from trying to do something where they don't even have to race anymore? They just set that system up and just do everything.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Anyway, so it was really cool getting to see them. I just wish I could have spent more time with them. I just
Right.
couldn't, unfortunately. And then, there was one more thing, and I have some better shots of it in my video.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys see this right here? So I know the Moza lineup really well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I go to their show, knowing about the AI system, knowing about the motion system. That's why I was going down there. And I get there, and I'm looking at their little, display section. And there's this round, flat bottom, leather-covered Lamborghini wheel.
Ooh.
Well, it wasn't the Ascenzo, which was the
No.
race car one.
Right.
It was the Revuelto. I can't even say that word.
Revoluto?
Revolto. The Revolto. What is it?
Revolto? Yeah, I think it's Revolto. I think it's how it's pronounced.
Anyway, so right here, let me try to zoom in on it for you guys. It doesn't want to zoom. Maybe a little there. You see it, or is my fat head blocking it? No, I don't know. Yeah, there is the Lamborghini wheel that they've not mentioned, not talked about.
Right.
And I was like, can I show that? Which is a stupid question, because this is a very, it's not public, but they weren't preventing people from snapping photos. So it's like there's a Godzilla, there's 20,000 people there.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, I have some other shots in the video that's going to come out after this show. And I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm a little disappointed in the video because I didn't have enough footage, and I was not in the best of spirits trying to do it all. Anyway, we already talked about the Simagic P700 pedals. Like I said, all I have to do is film, which I'm going to try to do today, and get into editing, and get it done as quick as possible. I'm late on that one, and Ameer, you missed the. I literally have not been in this room for 8 days. I've been avoiding this room like the plague.
Yeah, it's understandable, man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in their right mind can lay any blame at all.
It's unfortunate this is the room that I have the attachment with, because this is the room I need to be in. And this room represents my happy place, too. So, Anyway, again, today, I think you guys saw the moment. You weren't here for an Ameer, but I think you guys saw the moment. I think that was, I'm not going to say that was my last tear, my last cry, but I think that was the moment that I might have finally purged, what was preventing me from moving forward. So you guys might have been a big part of that moment. I'm just saying. That advertisement makes you cry? Which one? Republic of Gamers? What, are they going out of biz? No. They're Asus. Alright, Simpit Rally League. I did not race this week, so let's see how the guys did. Where were they? They were at Rally Chile. The Bio. Here are the results from that stage. PC Deadman winning the event with an overall time of 58.50. Quadzilla in second with a 59, 11 seconds back, 59.02. And sitting on the podium in third is David S. with an overall time of 1 hour 43 seconds, 1 minute 53 back of the lead. GT99 in fourth, Liberal PL in fifth. Oh, was that Ameer? I'm sorry.
I said, no, nice, David. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well done, David. Looking back through the grid, Frank Patcham, Max Power, Heiko, HS Wibberman, Jeff, SMKU, Sporkomic, Migna, Malin, Sissy, SVT, Smokey, Quick Draw, Double Dragon, Karaoke Blokey. And with that, our points look like this. Quadzilla leading the way with 193. PC Deadman making some ground up, 125 in third. In second. David S in third with 79 points. Jeff SMKU, GT99, Liberal PL, ZZT Axel, Bloody McGee, Frank Patcham, and I Nowak round out our top 10. Only 2 events left. I promised the world. I think this is the one. I need to get my S together. March 20th, I promised to Reese. I promised to properly prepare for that event. So, we're going to have to do something. You can't see anything? Oh, driver, I'm sorry. Here, I'll go through it real quick. One more time. Let's look at those results.
No, the image is a little too big for your screen. That's what it is.
Oh, am I still sized wrong?
No. I think let me double check. Hold up. Give me a second.
Took it down to 90. That fits. And then my big fat head is covering it too.
Yeah.
Pit standing. Does that fit better? There we go. All right, so here's the results from the Rally Chili. PC Deadman, Quadzilla, David S. are our top 3. GT99, Liberal PL, Frank Patcham, Max Power, Heiko, Jeff SMKU, and Sporkomic are our top 10. You want to see the bottom 10? There you go. Migna, Malin, Sissy, SVT, Smokey, Quick Draw, McGraw, Double Dragon, Karaoke Blokey. All right, there we go. Little correction for y'all. Sorry about that. And this is a reminder. Is that Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh, I am not prepared at all.
No?
No.
Dude, it's at your most favorite racetrack in the whole entire world.
Where is it?
It's at Silverstone.
Oh.
Come on, bro.
I have not been in this room in 8 days, Ameer. Literally. I am just like, no.
No, I'm talking about how did you not know when I said it's your most favorite racetrack in the whole entire world?
Well, because I really didn't know if you were being sarcastic or serious. I had no idea which way you were going with that. Okay, so due here today is an Elgato 4K capture card.
Ooh.
Due today.
Ooh.
Which means as much as I have so many other things to do right now, when it gets here, I have to drop everything and bring down computer number 4 and hook it up over there and cross my fingers that I have everything that I need to do our proper stream for Sunday. I was hoping last weekend I was going to... Well, no, I wouldn't have had the capture card because that got derailed too. Anyway, I'm going to be making up for some lost ground, trying to get that taken care of for Sunday's race. Hopefully we're going to have me and Ameer and both of our in-cockpit views and all of that going. Cross my fingers. Lots of work to do between now and then, though, to make that happen. Yeah. So, anyway, it'll be a lot of fun. Yay! Anything else from you, Ameer? I think I'm tapped out.
Yeah. I think, if you... I don't know if you advertised the league at the beginning of the show, but yeah, join us. The league's... Oh, okay, yeah, so the league starts this weekend. 10 races, 1 drop week. We're going to be off for Easter and Mother's Day. And, if you want to join us in iRacing, race with the GT3s, just hit me up, join our Discord, hit me up saying I want to race with you guys. We're, our league offers, we do post-race stewarding. It's open setups. We're going to be following a mix. We ended up changing a little bit because I wasn't, some of us weren't too happy with the IMSA schedule or the Sim Labs or the Sprint Series schedule. So what I did is I combined it into one and tried to grab like the best tracks out of each schedule. And so we're doing a mix of the schedules.
And yet Silverstone remained on the schedule.
Yes, exactly.
Because
I know how much you love it.
You failed me.
I know how much you dream about that track every night, and you just want to go. You just want to drive on a very flat track, no elevation changes, smooth surface, no bumps, any of that stuff. I know that's your favorite.
Wait, is this the front stretch or the back stretch? Because that's a full gear difference on that right-hander. Because it's the same right-hander, but one is like you're driving off the track and the other is you're fine.
But yeah, open setups.
Is that where I go to the pits? No. That's the wait.
No.
Wait, which?
No, that's the GP3 pits, not the GT pits.
My God. That one says so. You guys see, there is zero favoritism for Shaun whatsoever. I can't get a point in rally because they don't care. I can't get a track schedule that suits my needs. No one cares.
Right.
It's the new Silverstone only series.
It is.
Yes, we've just changed cars. It'll be like the Ringmeister series on iRacing,
right.
Where it's like it's always the ring, just what car this week? Silver Soar? Is that what we're gonna?
Silver Snore.
All right.
But yeah, if you want to join us, hit me up in Discord. I'll get you added to the league. We're going to do post-race stewarding, open setups. We'll follow the official races. That way you can practice in the official lobbies. So that way you don't have to go and try to figure out how to get some practice in. And then also, so if you're racing with us, we're going to have two prizes. They're going to be random drawing prizes. So the first prize is a button box from Sim Racing for You. Any button box from his website. You pick whatever one you want. If you're the winner, you pick whatever one you want, and it'll get sent to you. And the second prize is a free 6-month subscription to Trophy AI Premium. So we're offering those. We're offering those 4 prizes. All you got to do is participate in 8 races to be part of the drawing. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get some Simpit racing done, and then next week we'll be doing the 12 hours of Sebring too.
That's right. Something I'm also not prepared for.
Don't worry, Shaun. We'll have practice after the league race tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I have time for that. All right. That's great. Wonderful. Really excited about that. Can't wait to get back to doing some racing. So that is awesome. And that is it. So lots of big things. New products, whether it's stuff that just came out, stuff that's coming out, or lots of updates to things going on, and lots of things on the horizon as well. So pretty full day of information, and a great way to kick off the weekend and get things going, and a good way for me to get back to running the studio here. So looking forward to that, and thank you all for getting me there. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Last chance, last thoughts, Ameer?
I'm good, buddy. Have a great weekend, guys, and have some fun racing.
Get out there, do some sim racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole. That's Ameer Assad, and we will see you on the track. Bye-bye, everybody.
Later, guys.